What's up, Fisher Fanatics? So once again, just a quick little update. Some cool things happened, and told you I'd bring you guys up to speed. We had the swap that we went to over the weekend and picked up all that cool stuff. And you guys have seen the 72 from before. What it looked like from when we picked it up till now. Tank's just about cycled, so it's almost ready. But we got some of those swords got put into here, and there's just, we broke up some of the valve that was in the 55. We put that in here as well. This tank is pretty well scaped out. There will be some driftwood that's added in right here. That's why it's empty up front. The driftwood that we picked up would not sink for anything. We were under the impression that it was already ready to go, and it wasn't. So I had to break it off the base, and we're currently soaking it, and we're going to do some other cool stuff with it. But for now, that's kind of where it's at. And you can see, and I'll back up a little bit to get the whole thing in here. It's completely scaped out now, almost 100% ready to go. And it's looking pretty good in my opinion, so we'll see how it goes. And like I said, it's almost cycled, so there's probably about a week or so left to go, if that, and it'll be done. We'll bring you over here real quick. There's one of the Super Reds, just munching away. Another one's down there. Still have the filters in there. There's another Super Red. These guys have been out in full force, which I'm loving. And of course, we got the guppies, and you can see that they've colored up even more now. It's a little hard to see, but they're actually orange with yellow. I think that's really cool. That one hasn't fully colored yet, but he's getting there. And they're looking really good. I did throw some caves down in here. This is just a tunnel, goes all the way through. And then there's another cave over there. So the plecos, if they need to have somewhere to go, they can. And there's one of the beautiful, beautiful blues that came out of the juvenile batch that I'm absolutely in love with. The color on them is just magnificent, so definitely loving that. Still haven't quite got here yet. We're working on it. Maybe by this weekend, probably not, because there's still a ton of stuff going on over this week. But possibly next weekend, this tank should hopefully be up and started to run. We'll see how that goes. We stopped over at Petco one last time, and we did pick up a couple more tanks. So we now have another 20 high, which will fill in the spot over here. This 55 is going to get cleaned out and put down there. And then we'll have the 20 here, over here, as well as the one from upstairs will be in here. The Panda Corys, doing really good. There's one, I am not entirely sure where the other one is. Got some Cherry Barbs still doing really, really well. Snow White Daniels still doing really, really well. Spawning them up, there were eggs on here from the Daniels. We did not pull it out. We're not completely ready to handle that yet. Because we have so many other projects going on that I want to make sure that whenever we are ready to do those, we have the ability to give them our undivided attention, which at the current second in time we do not. So it wouldn't be fair to them to hatch the eggs out and not be able to take care of them the way that we want to. So instead of neglecting fry, we just let the other fish in there go ahead and eat up the eggs that were on it. And then down here, excuse me, we got our bloodies, if I can find any of them. There's one back on the filter there. Kind of hard to see. And there's a couple more floating around in here somewhere. There's some on the slate back there. Let me zoom in here real quick. This one's all the way on the floor, so it's a little bit more difficult, but there you go. Focus. But there's 3, plus the one that's over on the filter. Makes number 4, which again, it's really difficult to kind of get you guys a really good view. Number 4. So there's 4 out of the 6. We did get 6 more of them that are floating around in there. So that's pretty cool. Not only that, but we picked up some more 20s as well. So 10, 10, 10, 20, 20, 20. So this rack is now filled up. This 10 does not hold water all the way, so I think what I'm gonna end up doing is using the gravel that's in this tank, dump it into here, get this tank up and running, and start getting it cycled. And then this tank will probably go up on Craigslist or something of the nature as a critter cage. So that's fine. But this will fill up that rack, this rack, and we are only going to have one spot left down here that's not completely filled out yet. We're still trying to figure out what to do with that space. Once we do, we'll let you guys know. But as of right now, there is no true plans for this space yet, so that's going to remain empty. I did go ahead and get the rest of the pipe together. Everything's in it now on both sides. So now it's a matter of hanging it, which is one of the projects for this weekend. So that's all done, that's all done, that's all done, that's all done. Everything's all set. It has to go up now. Quick diamond tetras are doing perfectly fine. Angels have not bred again since. But I think what I'm going to do, because we have no less than 2 more pairs upstairs. I believe we have 3 pairs upstairs still. I do believe that I'm going to go ahead and let somebody else that wants to attempt to breed angels have these guys, because I don't need necessarily to have 4 pairs of breeding angels. That's a ton of angels, and in our area they're very abundant, if you will. Every single swap we've gone to, every auction we've gone to, every time you look on any of the for sale sites around here, there's always angels posted. So if somebody wanted to try their hand at breeding them, I think we're going to go ahead and let someone pick up at least one of the pairs that we have. We are going to hold on to a couple of the pairs. The koi sting for sure, along with one of the gold marbles. The platinum blue pearl scale albino is going to be staying along with his gold marble rewind. He'll be staying with his gold marble mate, which is Spot. She'll be staying here, and we also have another pair of super veils. So to get rid of one of the super veils, I'm not too terribly upset with. So that's that. But yeah, I mean, pretty much just a quick update. Haven't had a whole lot that we've been able to accomplish other than getting everything situated, set up, planted, a couple new tanks in here, and set up, and yeah. So these tanks are being cycled. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This tank will probably come upstairs. We'll end up eventually getting another 20 long for down there. Plans changed. I believe that the Celestial Pearl Daniels will be going in that 16. But we have this one still that needs to be set up, which we have gravel for now. So hopefully this weekend that'll get done. This will get done and filled. This will get cleaned out, put up, filled. And this one's already running. So we currently have the 4 on the bottom, number 5 here, number 6 here, number 7 here, and number 8. And out of these 8, at least 3 are going to be for cherries. Bloody Marys are going to be in a tank. We have some fires, and then we have some regular cherries that we're going to pop into probably 2 different tanks. So yeah, we're going to get some major colonies started of them guys. The Celestials will come down here, but that tank will be gone. It'll go upstairs once it's done. The 10 gallon that's upstairs will more than likely end up coming down here and going here, which is where our mess is now. Or possibly I'll put one of the other 20s up here because I have plenty of room still to slide all these puppies down if I need to. And I'll slip the other 20 in here and put the 10 down on the bottom, would be my guess. So the 10s are primarily going to be used for grow out tanks for fry. We do have quite a few egg scatterers, such as the Barbs, the Danios, the other Danios, and these black skirts, or I'm sorry, diamond tetras. We have some black skirts. So we're probably gonna end up just letting them breed out and growing them up and see what we're gonna do with those. But that's really about it. I'm not gonna make this video too long right now. It's just a matter of still pulling everything together, getting everything buttoned up and dialed in. We've almost got all of our space filled up. We've got a majority of the tank set up and running and cycling, and we're making some moves. From what I'm understanding, I believe that at some point in time, the Serpes that are upstairs, the black skirts, we have blood fins, we have the diamonds, all those tetras will be going into this tank. I believe Jess wanted to do a full tetra community in here, which is perfectly fine with me. We have 10 Serpes, 5 diamonds, we have 3 blood fins, we have 3 black skirts, and I'm sure that she'll be adding some more to this as well. But with being a 72-gallon tank, she does want a full community tank. It is a bow front, so it would look good for them to all be swimming around. They're all very colorful, all different colors. It'll be a good mix, and it'll add a lot of character. So that's going to be the plan with that going forward, if I remember correctly. As for the guppy tank, it is staying where it is. We are leaving the puffers in there. There may be some more guppies added in here at some point. As of right now, there's not. But at some point down the road, I very well might add some more. It's hard to say. I'm undecided on that as well, because some of these guys are not really cute. And if some of them don't color up as much as I want them to, like there's a couple you see swimming around, they have just like partials. They may be getting pulled out here soon, so we'll see how it goes. But that's really about it for now. There's not a whole lot else that we've got done. I know I'll probably end up bringing another update on the fish room this weekend if everything goes the way I want it to. And I have probably 2, 3, 4 other house projects that I'm in the process of working on as well. So I'm gonna get as much as I can done in here and start getting all this set up. But I'm really hoping that we can at least get some of the rest of these tanks that we have cleaned up and set up and started running, because it's gonna take them a couple weeks for them to cycle with the way that we do it. And I'm not gonna completely get into that, because there's people that are for it, there's people that are against it, and I will discuss that in an upcoming video on cycling. You may agree, you may disagree, and that's entirely up to you. It's your right to do so in the hobby. What we do is a bit different than what most people do, so it's your call, but I will discuss that at a later point in time. Other than that, that's really about it for now. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please drop them in the box below. We are always open to suggestions. If you haven't already, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, share. It does help us out tremendously. I've said it before, I will say it again, everything that we get from doing all of the videos will go to the hobby to bring better content and better videos. So let's try to keep that in mind. I do want to get the videos that we have out shared around. I would love to see more people in the hobby and watch it continuously grow. The more the merrier. It's always fun to educate people and to continue getting more people into the hobby, just for the simple fact that once there's more people in the hobby, it gives us the ability to provide more of a... Oh, the heater came off. That's not good. It gives us a chance to provide more of a variety to what's being done. So I'd really like to see that happen. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, happy fish keeping.